Good evening, everybody. Welcome everybody back to the new year. Hope everybody had a good holiday. We'll start the meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. Turn this over to Dr. Criscione for some recognition and her superintendent's report.
Thank you, Mr. Stout. So we invited some special students here, and I see Orlando here this evening, and I wanted to recognize two very special students of ours who this weekend were honored to become Eagle Scouts, and I think it's really important to recognize the efforts of our students. So I just want to read a couple of things about the remarkable things these gentlemen have done. So we have the honor of recognizing two outstanding young men, Orlando D. Desiderio, am I saying that? D. Desiderio, thank you, and DeAndre Temple, who recently achieved the prestigious rank of Eagle Scout. This accomplishment represents years of dedication, perseverance, and a commitment to leadership and service. Each of these young men has made a lasting impact through their Eagle Scout projects. Orlando, your creation of a lifeguard chair for Camp Aquatic, a camp that serves individuals with special needs, is an inspiring example of your thoughtfulness and care. Your work ensures safety and enhances the experience for those who attend this incredible camp, leaving a legacy that'll benefit many years to come. And DeAndre created a beautification project for the Port Jefferson Day Haven Adult Services site, which is a true reflection of his dedication to community improvement. Replacing an old weathered sign, restoring another, and planting a beautiful garden with mulch around both has transformed the site into welcoming and vibrant space for visitors and staff alike. Both of these projects exemplify the core values of Scouting and demonstrate the positive change young leaders can bring to their communities. We're so proud of Orlando and DeAndre for their accomplishments and for the meaningful ways they've served others. On behalf of the Board of Education and the entire Mount Sinai School District, congratulations on this incredible achievement, and thank you for being such wonderful role models for our community. I'd like to ask Orlando, would you step up?
Yeah, well, I just, you summed up exactly what I believe, never really been a part of the Scouts, but what makes this so special for me, Orlando, is that, I've known you for a very long time, and DeAndre, but I remember the days when you were, I think, at the middle school with the Derby, right? Racing the cars. For me, being a Scout is about just another example of the commitment our students show outside of these four walls. It's a sacrifice. You've sacrificed time away from something else to be able to be up here tonight. So as you progress into that next phase, and if I can share, NYU? Yes. This young man's going to NYU in the fall. Unbelievable. Okay, one of two students, I believe, that are going there. Tremendous, tremendous accomplishment. And those types of sacrifices, these types of sacrifices, are what got you there. And compliments to your family for constantly keeping you focused on what's important. Service to our community is what it's all about. So congratulations from the bottom of my heart. I'm so proud of you turning into a fine young man. Yes.
Thank you. It's for grandma.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Here's a little certificate for you as well. And honestly, really proud of you. Can't wait to finish off the school year with this and everything else that's going on this year. All right? Congrats again.
It's really a phenomenal accomplishment. Congratulations.
Wonderful.
Oh, pleasure. All right, so moving along, as you heard, we have a lot of students going to college. Orlando was the first we'll speak about, which was NYU. We have a couple of students going there, but I did want to give the Board of Education an update on where we are as far as college application status. So as of right now, our class of 2025 has a total of 642 applications. The number of students who've actually applied is 138 out of our students. There have been 125 schools that they've applied to. We have 131 acceptances so far, 40 deferments, 21 denials, 11 withdrawals, and 8 that have officially decided they're attending as of the time I had this. So this could have been updated since I got this information, which was about a week ago. So currently, the acceptances that students have decided upon, we have Appalachian University, Auburn University, Clarkson University, NYU, Trinity College, University of Tampa, and University of Virginia. These are the places we've gotten college acceptances so far. So you see the range is wide, and we get more and more every single day. So we have quite the range of colleges that our students have been accepted to so far. Okay.
If I could add, I have to
Yes,
say,
go right ahead.
Probably shy away from the students telling us where they're going until they get their donut. We start a donut decision day. This is Romeo, and I would put up a nice banner and sign the banner. So maybe that has something to do with them not telling us.
What day is that, Mr.
We
Francis?
do it in May.
That was Cinco de Mayo, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the case.
We're going to celebrate Cinco de Mayo the same way, are we? That's good. That's good. Glad to hear it. All right, so tonight is going to be our first of our budget workshops. Today we're going to concentrate on the BOE central administration, insurance, central printing, BOCES admin charges, transportation, and debt service. And certainly the board, if you have any questions as I go through this, please feel free to jump in. So tonight's section is about 11% of our total budget. You can see it's the little pie pieces that are colored. The rest of the brown is what we'll be discussing the rest of the time, which is the 89% that's remaining. So you'll see the biggest pie piece we'll talk about tonight is transportation. Big shock, it costs a lot of money to transport our kids. So that first section we're going to talk about, the BOE Central Administration. So basically that covers the necessary funding for the different things the Board of Ed needs, such as our dues for different programs and any professional development you're going to have, things like our annual vote, public notices, taxpayer notifications. Also, it covers business operations, so any offices like my office, the business official, and the various departments within the business office. So that's what we'll be looking at right now. So we are looking at a very minimal increase in this section. Overall, a total increase of $14,000. You'll see it's just standard increases for the year, nothing major. Just your standard increase of costs. Any questions from the board on any of these areas that are shown for central office? Some of the special items we have to cover: central printing, insurance, and BOCES administrative charges. So we have to lease copiers for the entire district. Our insurance budget is to cover everything for the district, including liability, umbrella, auto, student accident, error and omissions, and additional cyber insurance. So we put in an estimated increase of about 15% plus contingency just in case. And our BOCES administrative budget is really for the district share of the administrative and facilities charges for BOCES. So we have estimated an increase of about 5% for that. So that's their administrative charge for BOCES, not the actual BOCES costs for students or things attending BOCES. So you'll notice that that increase is about $145,000. We've kept the same amount for our printing, we've increased the insurance amount, and we've increased the BOCES administrative amount by 5%. And we just wanted to make sure for our insurance that we had enough in there for our cushion that we needed for our deductibles and other things that we need. The other piece is, what's interesting is we have an RFP for transportation. I'm not sure if everybody's aware of that. And so we have a contracted amount that we pay every single year that's already set in stone right now. So there's a certain amount that it increases every year. Last year it was a much larger amount. This year it's only 2.5% of an increase. And this is for the basic package that we have. Certainly I know that some board members had asked some questions and we can bring that back. But as far as adding different options to our bus package. But for now, for our current RFP, it's 2.5%. So what you'll note is that our actual transportation costs have gone down. Part of this is that we are not using as much out-of-district special ed. We are bringing back more and more students to district, so we're spending less on out-of-district transportation for special education. Also, our cost for non-public transportation has gone down, so we're saving money in that category as well. questions on that? Looks nice. So for debt service, TANs and installment purchase debt, so that includes any of our bond payments, our tax anticipation notes, we've estimated at 6%, and the financial condition of the district reflects our lower rates for borrowing.
Linda, what were the TANs for this year? What was the percentage on that? 5%?
4.2, close to 5. So we always try to give it a higher estimate because it's always better to have that. For our debt service, we're down $80,000 to $80,000 is what we're paying. It's for the one bond that we have that ends in 2930. It's for the middle school roof. We have debt service interest that we're proposing about $9,000. The TAN interest, you'll notice, goes up because it goes at 6% estimate increase, and that's based on the amount of our total budget. Our subscription, that's for Dark Trace, which is a cybersecurity, so it's really important for us to have that special insurance. That's about $50,000. Our installment debt, it's our third of 5-year of a lease for one of our SUVs. And our energy performance contract, which ends in 26-27, is at $307,000. So you'll see we go up for a total of about $200,000. So our summary for all of those costs is about $140,000 for the first section of the budget. Increase. So for those proposed changes so far, at our next meeting, we're going to talk about pupil personnel services, our building principals budget, the instructional and the adult ed driver's ed budgets. And some of our upcoming events, we've got our grades 6 to 7 parent orientation tomorrow. We've got Martin Luther King Jr. Day on Monday, Lunar New Year on the 29th, PTO Sweetheart Dance on February 7th, PS I Love You Day for the whole district, Wear Purple Please on February 14th, and winter recess the week of the 17th. And that's it for my report.
Great, thank you. Does anybody from the board have any questions regarding the budget presentation? Good. Pretty straightforward on this one. So we got that. All right. Start from my left. Joe, approval of minutes?
Sure. Resolved upon the recommendation of the superintendent, the Board of Education hereby accepts the minutes of the December 18th, 2024 regular meeting as submitted.
Thank you, Joe. Can I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, John. All in favor? Excellent. Nick, personnel, section 6.
Personnel, motion resolved upon the recommendation of the superintendent, the Board of Education hereby approves personnel items A through B as listed below.
Thank you, Nick. Can I have a second?
Second.
Chuck got you there. All in favor? All right, good. Thank you. John, section 7, action items.
Action items, educational. Resolved upon the recommendation of the superintendent, the Board of Education hereby approves action items, Committee on Special Education, as listed below.
Thank you, John. Can I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor? Excellent. Kirsty, if you would, action items, business.
Action items, business. Motion resolved upon the recommendation of the superintendent. The Board of Education hereby approves action items, business A through E as listed below.
Thank you, Christy. Can I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor? And we're good. Cruise through that. If Audrey, it is your time to shine for the month. We have our student representative report.
Thank you so much. Good evening, board members. I would like to update you on the events and activities at our school this month from the student perspective. Over at the elementary school, the Student Council has been preparing for the Spencel Sale fundraiser that is starting on February 3rd. The Courtyard Club has also been decorating the yard with all their projects and is looking incredible. The fourth graders are having their first ALS Ride for Life assembly. the 4th grade student council will also begin fundraising for ALS. The students will sell baseballs that get displayed in the cafeteria to help raise awareness and funds that will lead us up to the ALS Ride for Life, which is happening in the spring. They also have their Scholastic Book Fair coming up at the elementary school on January 22nd. At the middle school, the 6th grade academic parent orientation is tomorrow at 7 p.m. in the middle school auditorium. There they will discuss 7th and 8th grade scheduling, ways to achieve emotional, academic, and social success. P.S. I Love You Day is coming up in February, which aims to make a brighter future in our community where people can express their feelings and mental health. Our school asks all the students to wear their purple shirts or purchase one from the school. The middle school drama production has also been working diligently on their Matilda play, which will take place in March. At the high school, there have been many exciting events. A big congratulations to the students who participated in LISVA this past weekend. We are also hosting Scamia Jazz at the high school on February 1st. This is a great opportunity to see the talented musicians and for TRIA members to volunteer and help out. Our drama club is also performing the completely student-run production Clue on January 23rd. Come out to support the talented students in our excellent theater program. The scheduling process has also officially begun. The guidance counselors have been visiting each classroom to explain our options for next year and what classes we take. I also wanted to just briefly speak about the upsetting social media situation that many of my fellow classmates and close friends have been concerned about. There were some hurtful and inconsiderate posts that were made, and this situation is very overwhelming, and I've spoke to Mr. Pramateris about it. And he, along with Ms. Romeo and many faculty and administrators, have been working hard to investigate these reports and figure out a solution to what is happening. There have been messages regarding the situation posted on Parent Square and all information that have been brought to Suffolk County Police Department school resource officers. We greatly appreciate our administrators being involved and striving to ensure our safety and prevent cyberbullying for the future. I hope and encourage everyone to private their accounts and to be kind to everyone because you never know what people are going through. The end of the marking period is approaching, and we are continuing to strive for excellence and positivity. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great night.
Thank you very much, Audrey. And yeah, the board is also aware of the situation regarding that, and we hope that it gets resolved soon.
Paul, if I could, just 1 second. Audrey, I think it's great you come here every week and you give us updates on everything going on through the school, but to bring that up tonight, I think it shows a lot about your character. And I think it's a really important statement for you to make, and not just to come from the board or the superintendent or the principal. So thank you for saying that, and hopefully your peers listen.
Of course. Thank you so much.
With that, it brings us to questions and comments from the community. Oh, Brad, I didn't see you there. You only get 3. You only get 2.
Can you give us an update on regionalization? I know there's a lawsuit that's going on, but are there other things that are going on in the state and where is that?
Sure. Today is January 15th. Today was the final day that school districts in New York could choose to opt out of the regionalization planning process. Mount Sinai has opted out. We opted out last month. I don't have a final total on the number, but as of about 2/3 of Nassau County opted out, and right now we think somewhere around 50% of Suffolk County opted out. Again, the lawsuit has been filed. It was filed on the 9th, and options were given to the state to prevent it going to the point of being filed by simply changing the wording that was in the policy that they put forward. Their lawyer told our lawyer that the SED had no interest in dealing with this issue and didn't want to deal with it. So the suit was filed. It was filed on the 9th. We do have an index number for it, and that's where it stands. We don't have a court date on it yet. And to be clear, that lawsuit is not strictly Mount Sinai. It's a lawsuit that consists of 21 school districts in Nassau and Suffolk counties, of which Mount Sinai is a part of. That is separate from all the districts that chose to opt out. That was a separate thing. But yeah, so right now, as it stands, the suit has been filed. We've reached the opt-out date. I should probably know some more by next month's meeting of where things stand, maybe hear something back from the court, so.
The piggyback contracts, can you explain a little bit about what those are for and why you need to piggyback contracts with grants?
Sure.
So as part of our last capital project that we approved, is that why you're asking? Are you excited because you see Land Tech? So things are moving very well in the state as far as our project. So it's up there. We have a project number, and we're just waiting for approval from the state for our 3 projects, which are the fields, baseball and softball, our doors, and our new phone system. So that's all part of the package. In anticipation of that being approved soon, we hope, we needed to work with Land Tech as far as getting the best prices possible for our fields. So in order to do that, we had to approve specific contracts so we can get the lowest pricing. And so they're able to maneuver and figure out what to use for the different pieces that we would need for each field. So that's why we wanted to get these approved tonight.
And then any other details on those, the other capital projects and where they are in the state process?
As far as the one I just talked about? Right, so we've gotten, one section of it got approved, and we're just waiting. They have a process in the state. They have engineers that review it. They have architects, so it's halfway there. So it's pretty good. We're in the middle of January, and it's looking like it's going to get approved soon. So that's what I'm hoping for. No problem.
So we'll
Started last year. We are going to have our retirees at the June meeting, so we'll invite them in and celebrate their retirement there.
Yeah,
Things are outlined in the teacher's contracts
yeah,
as far as what they
things
get.
are outlined in the contract. We're not able to discuss those kinds of things. But yes, and he will be recognized along with our other retirees at the end of the year. This is the formality of when the submittance of the paperwork to us is made, and we accept his retirement. But of course, he'll be acknowledged at the end of the year. Okay. Anything else? Nothing? If that's the case, I'll take a motion. Motion to close. Can I have a second? Thank you, Anthony. Hope everybody has a wonderful night. Enjoy the cold.